We begin every service by saying, no matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. What does that mean to you?
That we truly accept people, no matter who they are. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, atheist, Buddhist, whatever. You're welcome here. We're all on a spiritual journey, and everyone's in a different place on their spiritual path. And you don't have to fit into a certain mold to be accepted here. That's what that means to me.
For me, that it's very important because my husband, with his severe mental illness, he does not feel like God really has been fair to him. And so he just is very questioning. Boy, if there is a God, he's probably mean. Or just, and for some reason, just to have a church that says that he's accepted where he is in life as a questioning, doubting person. I feel he can come with me and be accepted. And that's wonderful.
We don't care who you are, what your ethnicity is, or your sexual orientation. We just don't care. You're welcome, which is what most of us try to do in our own homes, is make people feel welcome. And I feel that we do that pretty well in this church.
I think that means that if you've been damaged by church in the past, this is a place that will try and erase that hurt and help you find new joy in a Christian community. If you're a seeker and you're not so sure about whether there even is a God or what God means to you, this is a place to come and seek with the rest of us, trying to find some answers to the big unanswerable questions in life.
Well, it means obviously that everybody's welcome. In practical terms, in today's society, it means gays and lesbians are welcome. I'm not either one of those, but it's important to me that they are welcome here, because, man, if we can't love each other, then what's the use of living?
We treat each other with great respect and love. But we don't know what would happen if someone who's not like us came here. And so I feel that statement needs more exercise.
That's a question that's probably more radical than people understand. To say, no matter who you are, no matter where you are on life's journey, you're welcome here. To me, that means we allow people to come through the door without having any kind of pretenses or having to think a certain way, or to understand reality in a certain way, to understand what it means to be church in a particular way. It means you come here, you can be an agnostic, you can be an atheist, you can be a person who finds truth in many, many different religions. But you're welcome here, and you bring your struggles, you bring your questions, you bring your faith, your convictions, and people will not turn you away just because you perhaps are a little different from other people. That's the kind of radical inclusivity, I think, that is truly here. It's more than a slogan, I think, for Valley Church.
Well, just what it says, that I'm welcome here, and that God is still speaking, which means that He's always there for us, good times and bad, and we're welcome to come here and worship Him.
Whoever you are or wherever you are in life's journey, you're welcome here, to me means exactly what it says. Anyone, regardless of background, regardless of race, regardless of sexual preference, regardless of economic circumstances, regardless of religious background, you're welcome here. We're open to ideas, to different faiths, to a variety of experiences that, as it says, we welcome everybody.
That means diversity, first of all. Whoever you are, that means everybody. And it means that the community doesn't choose. The community is chosen by the people who show up. And the radical hospitality that I hope that we practice means that we're joining people in that journey, and we're going to make the journey, we hope, a bit easier, and perhaps we're going to learn from that journey as well. You know, by inviting others, we're inviting others to make us more complete. So if you're a diverse group of folks, there's always a constant need for more diversity. And I think that's what that invitation is all about. That we may join others in that journey, and that we are affirming those people in the quest that they're participating in. And we hope that they're also going to join us in our quests.
We've been coming here for 7 years now, and I remember especially early on people, a few people in particular that I have in mind that came here that weren't of the same homogeneity that the church is right now. And they were younger, they were a different social status maybe. They really didn't fit. And I remember this church just welcoming them with open arms. I remember some of them having some interesting or questionable legal backgrounds, or I'm not going to say they were dodgy, but it didn't matter. None of us asked, none of us really cared. We welcomed them and knew that where they were in their life is really their business. We're here to support them wherever that is. And one in particular, I remember, we really helped support her as she started up a business. And she left for a while and came back to the community and opened up that business. And I'd like to think that even though she doesn't go here now, the support we gave her then was important and part of what got her to where she is today.
No matter who you are, where you're on life's journey, means that we as a congregation welcome everyone. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're of another religion, whether you're, well, we accept anyone based on, there's no criterion, I guess, for being a member of this congregation. As a matter of fact, I think we appreciate more the diversity that we have.
I think that what that means to me is that, you know, every day that we come here, every day that I come here, I might be dealing with something in my own personal life, or someone else is dealing with that. And what it means to me is that it doesn't matter where we're at at that period of time in our life, but that we are accepted. We are loved, and we can be going through so many difficult things. And this is our place of peace and sanctuary, and it's just nice to know that every single time we come to church, we hear those words. And I'm always glad to see new people hearing those words for the first time and knowing that we really mean that.
Well, as a preacher, it means that I don't have to worry about what I say in the pulpit. That I can speak what I believe God is calling me to say, and not worry that I'm going to get run out of town on a rail, or tarred and feathered, or kicked out of the church, or, you know, something like that. It also means that when I'm sitting in the pew, I can put my arm around my spouse, and I don't have to worry about what people will think about that.
I think it's hard to understand if you're not gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender. It's hard to understand what it means to be in a community, a Christian community, that loves you and accepts you as you are. And that's what it means to me, that no matter who you are or where you are in life's journey, you're welcome here.
Your sexual orientation, and because Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed yesterday, I'm full of joy and just thanks to God, because I served in the military from 1968 to 72 with the top secret clearance, and no one ever asked about my orientation. No one ever talked about that. It didn't matter. It's because you did your job. So for me, it's really very poignant today about no matter who you are or where you are in life's journey, because of one more step in our country where all people can be included, which I already feel in the United Church of Christ.
It means just that where, regardless of your station in life, your status, age, where you have been, what you have done, we are one community in Christ, and we can all learn from each other and be accepting and inclusive.
I think that means even though I've messed up in the past, and even though I used to do the bad things, the wrong things, and that I'm still accepted as a person.
And do you feel accepted here?
Yeah.
When you miss church a lot and you're not there for several months, you walk in the door and there's open arms to give you a hug, and that and it brings you, it gives you that spark, that missing God, and you leave with it right back there.
Well, it means no matter what political direction you take, what you like, whatever's wrong with you, you can still come here. Even people that usually the society doesn't really accept, they would be still welcome here. Like homeless people or whatever. I mean, I don't, criminals.
I take it very literally. Anyone, regardless of their faith background, regardless of their economic status, their physical abilities, handicaps, anyone who is seeking answers to questions, a way to live out their faith, is welcome at Valley.
Means just what it says, whoever you are, come on in. The door is always open, and especially with Virginia next door, and her great help with the different things around the church. But I really do think it says, come on in, you're welcome here. Here's my right hand of friendship, and there's always good coffee and good food in the back, and we've always got a good tale to tell in the sermons.
Today is very poignant for me. No matter who you are, where you are in life's journey, you're welcome here. That means everyone. It doesn't matter your skin color, your race, your ethnic background.
I believe it means word for word what it says, that you can be a skeptic, you can be a devout believer, you can be what the world would call a sinner, you can be just very, very tired. And you come, and whatever need you have here, somebody or something, or just the vibes in the church say, okay, it's like playing Monopoly. You hit home. I'm safe here. And that's what I think it means.
No matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here.